Hey, there we go. Sorry, I had like the hardest time. My whole system wasn't letting me click buttons. But there we go. Yay! It's time for the first 15. Woo! All right, so welcome everybody to this week's episode of the first 15. If you don't know what this show is, welcome. I can't believe you've not been here before. We're only on episode 86. I almost said 68, and that even sounded like a big number. This is episode. Oh, jeez, that was so loud. Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate it. Yes, this is episode 86. I was gonna say 68. That even sounded big, but I know. Literally 86 episodes we've been doing this. Kind of crazy, but yes, this is the first 15. Basically, on this show I sit down and play video games for the very first time, and we just play them for 15 minutes each, just to see how the games are, what we think about them, give them, our opinion, and these are the three games that we are going to be playing today. I'll be playing Ace Adventures, Foretales, and the Forgotten City, after which we will give each one of them a review on this lovely, not shy tier list that you see next to me. Ratings as high as 15 hours, please. 15 more minutes. 15 minutes was enough. Down here at the bottom, 15 minutes too long. And I'll tell you what, this season has had some decent games, but it hasn't really had any big bell ringers. I really enjoyed Cocoon. I thought that was such a cool game, a really fun puzzle game, but the rest of the games, while they were fun, there hasn't really been anything that has like truly caught me. So we're gonna see what this episode has to offer. As I said before, we are going to be playing Aces and Adventures, Foretales, and the Forgotten City. Now, as always here on this stream, we do a giveaway at the end of every stream. This week, we are giving away a copy of Life is Strange True Colors. That was the sequel to the original Life is Strange. So if you are into that, you still have plenty of time. You can head over to the Discord right now. You can get there by going to kelfscorner.com and you can join the giveaway. We will be finishing that up at the end of the stream tonight around midnight. So take a chance if you want to go over there and check that out. And then, see at the end of the stream what games we will be giving away. But, oh, what the hell? Why was that up? Why is that up? Oh, shit. I know why that's up. It's because of that window. Yeah. I was checking to see if there was any other games that, there's any other bundles that were out. But yeah, so without any further ado, we will go ahead and jump into our first game of the night, Aces and Adventures. So I went through, while I'm getting the game up, I went through and I kind of reorganized the upcoming games. I gotta say, like, the next like 4 episodes, like 4 or 5 episodes are gonna be, I'm really pumped for. We have hopefully some good games coming up.
Beneath the soil for another season, but life has need of you, so you must wake up.
Wake up! Okay, hold on. I haven't started the timer yet. One of my windows just closed and I didn't know what it was. Realized it was my chat. You should try Little Gator Game. All right, well, wait till episode 94. Because Little Gator Game is slated for episode 94. Okay. Am I starting the timer? Is the game ready? Oh, okay. This is, hold on. I'm gonna turn the timer off for a second. Can I not have it running at 144 hertz? Oh, VSync can be on. Okay. Jesus. All right. Now we'll start the timer. Click an adventure deck. Seedling.
A small oak bound in black chains grows stout in a lonesome glade.
Oh.
Its roots wrap around the bones of a fallen warrior, and its stunted limbs reach towards his axe and shield, as if to raise them again in defense of something worthwhile.
I've unlocked Magnor the Warrior. Is there any way to... Okay. Thank you. Click a character card to select them.
I love the rain.
Sure, let's play as Magnor.
The first breath of fall fills your lungs, crisp in the morning rays of an aging
I love her
summer sun.
voice.
Before you lies the space that mountains made, like open hands for life to grow beneath low clouds. A trail plunges into the vale ahead. Behind you, there is nothing.
Is this...
No memory of your
Is this like Hand of
or how
Fate?
you came to this place. Just the gentle pull of a sloped path and the courage to draw the next card from the deck of fate. A pilgrim bearing a stone walks along a riverbank. Startled by your sudden appearance, the stone is raised in defense.
Who are you? Shield at the ready.
Select
no.
playing cards to attack. You can throw singles, pairs, or any valid poker hand. Then select an enemy.
Select playing cards to attack. Okay, cool.
I don't wish to hurt
The
you.
defender
Wait,
must match
what?
the number of cards.
Oh.
So block singles with singles. Pairs
Curse
with
logic, complete
pairs,
horizontal
and so on.
centaur, including the horse proportions, like it's standing on its hind legs. Oh god, and its two front legs just dangle there. Ugh. Defender must match the number of cards used in the attack, so block singles with singles, pairs with pairs. Okay. Wait, what? Okay, so just that. Okay.
The best poker hand wins, and the damage dealt is equal to the number of cards used in attack. So singles deal 1 damage, pairs deal 2, and so on.
Trust the axe.
Okay, so it's my turn. Oh, that's what I didn't do last time.
When you're done, flip the stone by clicking it. and
I
end your turn.
see what I fucked up last time. Okay, yeah, sure.
I must stay the path.
Oh, okay.
When an attack hand matches a defense hand in value,
Uh-huh.
no damage is dealt.
Cool.
You'd better not dull my axe.
Ooh, whetstone. Wild one of your cards into a spade. And wild one of them into a heart.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I guess we'll just play that. Oh, okay, mine's a higher value. Okay, cool. I don't, until the end of turn, so I'm gonna
Please.
hold off on those. Ooh, fuck, okay. No, okay, so I'm only playing a single card against him because he's playing a single card against me.
If the defender wins, the attacker takes the damage.
Nice.
Yay,
Yay, bitch!
Forgive my haste, stranger.
Yeah.
But the forest is no longer safe. The creatures bear arms and walk on 2 feet, pulled from their embrace of Mother Earth by the lure of power. Here, take
He
this
talks
healing
too well
draught
to be a
restore the
commoner.
vigor our misunderstanding cost you.
Take this healing draught to restore the vigor of our misunderstandings.
Tis but a scratch.
You've forgotten yourself?
You have forgotten yourself?
This path leads to a witch first in Bruise, known to stir the mind. But I must follow the river. Swift journey, traveler. The seasons are changing. Warmth won't be
This
free
guy
for
got
long.
paid not enough for his acting.
I just came up with a new move.
Oh, why is he shirtless? Well, woo. Okay, Magnor. Woo.
The sun mottles the forest floor in leaves of light. A strange fire weaves its way through the woods.
Shield at the ready.
Lantern. Why? Sexy shirtless dwarf? Why do I have to fight the lantern fox? Deal 1 attack to all enemies. Oh, so that gives me that gives me the insight that I
Here comes the maelstrom.
nice. I guess that's my turn.
When attacking, enemies draw cards equal to their offense, minus your defense.
Oh. Wow. Okay. So arguably here I'd have to play a pair. And I'm not gonna be able to do that. But both of mine are higher than his? No, yeah, that's not how that works. Okay. Yeah. You know, actually, let's do this chop ability. Oh, do I have to play that with something else? Okay. Well, that sucks. Oh, if only I would have gotten a 6. That actually, I have 1 attack remaining. Hold on, can I play 4 of these? Can I play a small flush?
That's not a valid attack.
Motherfucker, that's a fucking flush! Alright, fine, I'm just playing 1 card.
When defending, an enemy draws cards equal to its defense, minus your offense.
So he gets to put 3 cards down. Jesus Christ. Oh, of course. Yeah. Damn. I have nothing that can beat a pair of 4s. Fuck, I don't want to give that up. All right, hold on. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna do that. I don't want to play another card. Fine, I will play that.
It's my turn.
Oh my god, see? Look at that! I would have gotten a 6! If the target is at full health, gain 1 they're not. Fuck it, I'm just... Yeah. But I still have an attack remaining, so I can still at least play a 7. He's gonna be able to he's still gonna be able to defend. Yeah, he's gonna fucking hell. And I take, obviously, he's gonna beat me. Oh, hold on, I can play Queen High. Oh!
What a curious creature. You don't recall seeing a fox go on 2 legs, much less wielding a spear by lantern light. Of course, you don't remember much at all. Fortunately,
It's all about the game.
Iron Blood. Select a level 1 trait. What are,
Can't use that right
oh,
now.
it's a 3rd level trait. Per heart in your... Okay.
a strange smell guides you through the thickening thicket to a wall of thorns. There, a cauldron lid clatters in the contest.
Ah, it's a
against
cauldron
its
mimic.
contents,
Or it's an
losing
ooze.
upon your arrival to a
Shield at the ready.
Nice. Cauldron mimics. Remove a card from your enemy's attack hand. Interesting. Suffer -1 attack per heart in your defense hand. Well, then let's play a 6. Or actually, hold on.
Do your worst.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm not getting an attack this turn. I might actually get my ass beat here. Oh, wait, hold on. It's only his attack. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, that's fine. No, it's not. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna play my 2 4s. That means I can defeat him. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, I'm gonna use Intimidate to get rid of the 8, which puts him at a 5 high, and I can play an 8 in defense. Okay. Okay, and Queen High, I'm gonna play a King.
You better not dull my axe.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I haven't the cards.
All right, so let's confirm this attack. Okay.
I haven't the cards.
Oh, I don't have enough. Oh, I need spades. Oh, I see. I see what that is. Okay, let's see if I can defend. Oh, King High. He's only going to do 1 damage to me. So it doesn't really matter what I play.
Trust the axe.
+1 defense, draw an ability. Nah, fuck it. Look at that. Pair of fucking queens. Bitch.
Oh, my hero. Long
She sounds so sweet and innocent, just looks like a
trace of
horrid
that
witch.
foul infernal magic that caused my cauldron to lost your past. Well, where's the last place you
Perhaps you
remember
prefer a
seeing?
health tonic. I actually would prefer a health
Your
tonic.
health with this liquid feast.
Oh shit, I can just drag these around.
The path from
You know what, fuck it, let's level up.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
A thaumaturge, an alchemist, a bit of a cook. I am. Should you survive, you will come to a desert of black sand, where a grand, but be warned, infernal magic leaks from this cave like an open wound.
A white tree emerges from the mist like a lonely ghost. Its bare branches bring a strange sorrow to the rim of your eyes. Just then, 2 figures leap. This enemy has a trait. Enemies with guard must be attacked before enemies without guard.
Okay, understandable.
And hold a card to pick it up.
You better not dull my axe.
Cool. All right. Yeah, let's play our pair of 9s. get that. And now we're gonna play Ace High. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, play 10 against. Ooh. I have nothing I can defend that with, but, yeah. Yep, I died. Oh, these are different classes that I can play. So like fighter, rogue, mage, hunter, enchantress. Oh, time's up. Fuck, I want... Okay. All right. What's over here? Oh, interesting. Okay. You know what? I wasn't expecting myself to like this as much as I did. Okay? Okay, so here's the thing. I have played on here plenty of deck building games. And there is something about it was the shirtless dwarf moment. That's exactly it. There was something about that I really liked. And I don't know if it was like the procedurally generated feel to it, or if it was the narrator who was like kind of carrying me along. But there's a game called Hand of Fate that is very similar to this. The difference is that in Hand of Fate, you are playing with like cards, but you actually like go into a 3D environment and fight. Like there's actual combat, and there's also dice mechanics. There was something about this game that was really intriguing to me, and just the fact that it's like, here's, you know, you're basically playing poker mixed in with it. It's actually, I really enjoyed it. The game is described on its Steam page as Aces and Adventures is a deck building RPG with poker powered combat. Craft your deck, combining poker hands with powerful ability cards. Journey through 13 fully voiced campaigns to save the life tree or tackle procedurally generated runs in this strategic deck builder like any other. I gotta say, it was definitely interesting. Learn to count cards. I doubt counting cards would actually help, considering there's more cards than that. But man, oh man, did I really enjoy that. Like I said, good narration. The voice was great. I loved the artwork on the cards. It wasn't difficult to learn. One of the things I hate about deck building games is that oftentimes it seems like, for one, it seems like it's oftentimes just like the same game over and over. I don't know why this one made it feel different. There was something that felt different about this. And I don't know if it's the fact that it is literally like a poker game. And like the deck building didn't seem so forced upon me. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. You know what? I'm gonna give that 15 hours, please. That is a game that I will play. I want to play. I want to play the other characters. I want to like play the mage and the rogue and stuff. So yeah, I'm 100% giving that 15 hours, please. See, and I mention this every now and again, you know, there are games out there that I could play while listening to a podcast, or play while I like am listening to, like, I'm watching YouTube videos. This is that kind of game. It's one that I can like allow myself to deviate focus here and there. But yeah, man, that really caught, like, I want to say more about it, but I'm struggling because I don't normally like card games or deck building games. So I'm very much of the mindset right now of like, I'm surprised. So man, oh man, that was something else. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and move on to our next game of the night, Foretales, another card-based game. This is a card-based narrative journey, and you know, we'll see what it has to offer. Why was the stream in emote only when to start? I don't know. I actually don't know. Glenn shot me a message letting me know that it was. That is something that I can turn on and off. Like it's on now, it's off now. But I don't know why it was on. I don't remember turning that on, but it's very possible that when everything was messing up, and I was trying to get my stream to actually come online. This is why my my like stream starting soon screen was so long, was because it wasn't switching over to my active feed. So we're gonna turn that down. Yeah. Bezos. All right, there we go. That's a little better. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start. Volpain needs money to help his father and the local miners. His friend Leo says there's someone in town with a very lucrative job offer. Load Foretales, an adventure where you progress by combining cards and exploring decks. Okay. This is it, Volpain. Okay, so this is Volpain down here on the left. This is Leo. Our last job and our days of stealing apples from the market are behind us. So that's time. So who's this contact of yours? His name's Timothy. He says he works for people like us. And you're sure he can pay? Because I could really do with the money right now. Don't worry, promise after your word. Should be more than enough to help your father and the miners with their strike, and for me to make an early retirement. He's just a little difficult to track down in town sometimes. Better ask around.
Like a good place to start.
Who he does? Good day to you, young bird. How can I be of assistance? We're looking for someone by the name of Timothy. I see, a very secretive fellow he is. I think I heard something about him the other day, but sadly my memory isn't what it used to be. I'd like to eat. About 5 food should suffice. Do I have food? That's enough to last a few days. Ignore my friend. We'll come back to you once we find food. We already have 1 food, just 4 to go. Typical region of the game is composed of 3 to 6 location cards placed on the board. You can learn more by hovering your cursor over a card. Sometimes clicking on cards will also trigger dialogue or a reaction from your characters. Try it for yourself. Click the left card with the beggar. He'll remind you of what he wants. Spare also, I couldn't call. Yeah. You have 2 types of action cards at your disposal. Skill. That's Rafiki from The Lion King. That's Rafiki if he was in the paint scheme of Scar. Skill cards for your adventures and consumables. Targets will often be locations, but not always. When you hover over one of your cards, possible targets are highlighted along with hints, so pay attention to what's highlighted and where the hints appear. Conversely, if you place your cursor over elements of the board, highlight the action card, you can play there. Take a moment to explore your current... See if you can figure out a way to find enough money or enough food to proceed. Yeah, this is Rafiki if he had the color scheme of Scar. Oh. Apple merchant. Don't be fooled by a jolly demander. He's as much of a gossip as he is a merchant. Okay, so I could use that. So wait, he has 4 food. Okay. So let's use this to scout for food.
Got there.
What's this? You can only play 1 card per location. Sometimes it'll transform the target to another location, but most of the time it'll just consume it and travel to the next one. Okay. Cool. Let's do this one. Solidarity of the Weak. Volpain can inspire compassion. See if he'll give us 2 food. Fuck yeah.
Very generous of you.
About this, Timothy, but of course, where are my manners here? Follow this path. Ooh,
That
nice.
should show the way. Heartwarming stuff.
So just follow the old beggar's directions on that piece of paper. Sometimes I have to seek directions. Check the descriptions. Reminds me of the virtual version of the D&D adventure style card game. Oh, interesting. Beware, a hostile token is blocking your card. You won't be able to play any cards on the suspicious street until you get rid of those bandits. You can see the creatures forming the group and decide whether to engage or not. Most confrontations start with a negotiation. If you have the correct resources, you might be able to get out. Okay, so we need more money. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so each one of them deals 1 damage. But I'm guessing this is our life points. Shit. Kind of want to take out one of the enemies. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it.
This could get nasty.
Start a first confrontation, but maybe there's no need for violence. When you hover over cards at your disposal, you may discover ways to get rid of opponents. If you don't know if you bring the morale of the group down to 0. If you use an aggressive card, it'll automatically turn into a fight. Okay. That's the morale. Survivor sense. So that makes my attack go up. Cause, ooh. Okay, so that would actually get rid of 2 of them. The rest of this really ain't gonna do much. Well, this would get rid of that last one. You know what? Fuck it. Damn it. Yeah, fuck it. Pepper spray. Enemies removed from confrontation. In most cases, subtract the level. Okay. Cool, so he's gone, so the morale's down to 2.
Chaps, let's
Besides
do this
automatically
the hard
attack. Quick breakdown. That is straight up from Emperor's New Groove. I feel like that's straight from Emperor's New Groove. Sword is the attack score. Health points removed. Okay. And on the top left is the creature's level. It's pretty important. Okay. In a confrontation, there can be 1 or 2 fighters per side per column. Only the front creature will take the damage in auto battle phase. Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh, he felt that one.
Yep, I was gonna say the morality's gone. He's gonna fucking flee.
Well, that ought to even the odds a little.
Nice. There we go. Ooh. Rallying cry. The old beggar's location marked. All Volpain needs to do is find the nearest marketplace and follow the directions from there. Okay. Alright, well, let's... I say we go... There's my Roger crowd of townsfolk. Oh, I'm gonna fucking steal from these sons of bitches. What is Grim? Theft, murder, violence, and general lawlessness. Okay, so yeah, there was the fact that I was stealing from them. We get some food. Actually, I need some food.
Well, you won't go hungry for a while.
There we go. Got a marketplace. Heavily bandaged figure stood alone in the alley. He looked like he was waiting for someone. As Volpain and Leo approached, figure turned to greet him. Ah, Leo, you finally here, and you brought a crow. I'm a shoebill. Oh my god, that is a shoebill! I fucking love him now. If get a chance, go look up a shoebill stork, and look up a video for them. They sound like machine guns. We over your work. Do I ever? But before we get down to brass tacks, I'd like to get an understanding of who I'm working with. What do you mean? A demonstration of the value. Demonstration. Yes, I know. Skills, my boys. Show me your skills. The pair looked at each other. Combat, sleight of hand. Can I shoot him? What if I were to steal your purse from under your nose? That'd be pretty impressive, especially since you just warned me. Hold on a minute. With a wry smile, Volpain produced a finely embroidered purse of gold coins. Mattsphere was taken aback. Very impressive. Here you go. All present correct. Keep it. Oh, fucking look at that. I got some gold out of that. Perhaps you'd like to tell us what you needed? I'd like for the two of you to acquire an item for me, an instrument, in fact, a very rare and beautiful lyre that is currently in possession of an esteemed Lady Cattell. I mean, the old bat who lives on the hill? I wouldn't call her that to her face. Yes, that's her. Break into her manor, steal the lyre, and bring it to me at the Holy Grove. That place, I'll get you there myself. Volpain, excellent. Leave you to it. Look forward to our next meeting. We can get it straight to it if you think ready, or we can spend more time on the streets to prepare. How about a small nap before we set off? Remember, you can only have a limited number of skill cards. Spending too many will tire them out. If you want to recover some, you have to rest on the right-hand side of the board. Okay.
Something told Volpan that these chaps weren't here to talk.
At least one of your adventurers is down to their last few skill cards. Maybe since skill rest cards will give skill cards, that's a good idea. Use all of your adventures. If you spread the effort between them, they won't have to rest as often. Recover up to 3 per adventure.
You ever have a nap so good that you forget that the world
Nice.
is in?
Don't expect it to be that easy all the time. The next card in the deck will cost... okay, so I do have to have food here and there. Okay. This region, you can either proceed to the next region or might spend some time here. They're not carried from mission to the next, so there's no need to hoard excessively. Nice. Huh. Actually, I want to use that survivor scent here because there's food. Yeah. All right, let's go. There's a rotating to city gardens where food plenty. Lady Catel's manor. Yes. Region search party, the deck. Actions and hostiles. Ooh, 4 locations. Instrument is inside Lady Catel's big house with the labyrinth. That's the one, but getting through the hedge maze is going to be tough. Yeah, so some gardeners wander about. Maybe they know the way.
What have you done this time?
Yep, some guards.
But that's the law.
Time. Oh shit, time. I said it to myself and I didn't even register it. Okay. Yeah, so that was Foretales, a card-based narrative journey. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, I really liked that. Damn, you know what? I'm surprising myself tonight that I'm liking these card games as much as I am. You know, when I played Hand of Fate back in the day, I really liked it. But like this isn't like the deck building games that I'm used to. It's something about their narrative twist that is really making me like these. You know, like, hold on, let me pull up, let me see here. Yeah, like Dicey Dungeons, I've played. Slay the Spire is a big one. What are some other ones? Inscription, that's a big one. Like, there's a lot of games that I have played over the years that are deck builder games, and I just cannot get into them for one reason or another. But the fact that these two have been more narrative based is definitely putting them much more into my favor, which, funny enough, goes against my likes and desires on most games in any other sense. Okay, when I play an action adventure game, I steer away from the games that are more narratively driven, that are slower paced, because I want the immediate action. I want the adventure. You know, I want that chaos. But for some reason in these last two games, there's something about their narrative connotation that made them really enjoyable. I think this game is in particular is going to go on my wish. Yeah. I mean, Foretales is described as decide the fate of the world in this ingenious story-driven card game. Foretales offers a unique take on the adventure genre with a multitude of playstyles and story paths through which you can save the world or bring about its end. I mean, $20, or you can get the deluxe edition, which looks like it has an art book and a soundtrack. But I mean, $20, not bad. Oh, nice. It's on Switch. Hell yeah. That, you know what? I could actually see enjoying this game on the Switch very much. This would be a fun game to just play out and about. I'd be curious if it's also a mobile game, because I could see it in that format as well. That's good to know. So where's it gonna land? I mean, it's got Robin Hood-esque graphics. The cards, the play style was fine. The narration was good. I liked the character designs. The general play was not difficult to learn. It was fairly straightforward, even in like some of the more, you know, heavier tutorial bits. It was just it walked you through it in the tutorial just fine. Man, you know what? I'm surprising myself on this one, but I'm gonna give this 15 hours, please. I'm very surprised that that is where my mind is going, but you know, I've said numerous times before on the stream, if I ever expanded out this tier list to have like subcategories of where it's like, I just want to play it for another 5 minutes, or like, you know, kind of just wish I never played it, or like I wish I could play for like another hour, or like I'll play it until I'm bored of it. You know, if it's not fit for 15 hours, but there's a part of me that's like saying to myself, the style of that game, I don't know at which point it would be where I'd play it till I'm bored, because a game like that has so many opportunities to go down different paths, just based on the randomness of it. But being that it's a story-driven game, I'm just so curious to see how more of it plays out. Like, I feel like Aces and Adventures is going to be something that I can play when I don't really care to focus, versus Foretales is something where I would want to focus on it. I would want to stay upbeat, because it's kind of like playing D&D. You know, exactly like Sarah just said. It's more like an advanced choose your own adventure. It's like a choose your own adventure with a random element being thrown in. And I like that. You know what? I don't get to play as like a player in D&D games very often. This game kind of fills that void in a sense. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Okay. But that is going to move us on to our third and final game of the night, The Forgotten City. Funny enough, this game has 124 viewers on Twitch right now. That's surprising considering this game came out in almost, what, 3 years ago? Jesus. All right. We'll take a look at it. Turn down that off shot. Yes. Cool. So far, nothing's lagging. Shared its awards in the Discord. Oh, that you did. Dungeon Mayhem. Oh, yeah, I've seen Dungeon Mayhem before. Okay. Oh, yeah, Forgotten City has won a lot of awards. A lot of story awards. Hello.
Hey, you're alive.
We're starting the timer.
When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up.
Yeah?
I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe.
Oh.
I hope you don't mind. But
I guess.
all I found was some loose change.
Did you leave it there?
So, wanna tell me who you are?
I don't know. Select my body type? Okay. Oh, no. White as can be. All right, we're just gonna put Kelf.
Well, it's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry. What's the last thing you...
I barely remember anything. No, let's say I'm on a covert mission.
Really? You're a soldier? But why are you out of you? You know what? Don't answer that.
Yeah, you
But
don't want to know.
this should be a piece of cake for... There are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me. I would have gone in after him, but he made me... There's no way I'm leaving without him. I need... What I mean is, I was... If you can do that... Oh, of course.
What's your story?
There's not much to tell. Feels like...
Tell me your name. What?
All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey. It's
Oh.
just that I don't always get the best reactions when I...
Karen.
My name
Oh.
is Karen.
All those Karen memes have ruined the name, huh?
Yeah, something like that. But
Alright, I don't really care about the
so
rest.
you're ready to go look for Al?
Sure.
Thank you. The entrance is just...
Alright. Can I use a controller? Cool. Whoa! Whoa! I'm sorry. That said, press right to pull up flashlight, not to bring the heat. Okay, so Y brings up that. What the fuck? B is jump? I don't want to accidentally shoot. Oh god, I can put a film grain on everything. That's awful. What the fuck? Can I just go back to normal? Ooh. Thank you. Actually, I kind of liked Vegas. Yeah, that looks all right. Actually, it's kind of hurting my eyes. Actually, no, it's all right. It's kind of it's all right now. Actually, it's too much blue. Mosaic Q. All right, that's really hurting my eyes now. Yeah, and I'm the one with epilepsy here. Spend all day, yeah. If you're reading this, it means I've discovered the interest. Blah 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, its existence is long forgotten, all knowledge of it lost. Okay, except in the Latin inscription here, it reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. Wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain. For this shall be their final resting place. Could an underground cave have remained secret for all the time?" A warning.
If you're
Okay.
reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten. All knowledge of it lost.
No, its
Except
knowledge is here.
in the Latin inscription here. It reads,
Jesus.
"You who wish to
Whoa,
enter the city."
whoa, whoa! What the actual fuckery? I didn't even get to touch anything.
Step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves.
Is there
showered
one
in
that makes it
gold.
easier to see?
For this
My
shall
God.
be their final resting place. Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there against the odds? It seems there's only one way to find out.
Shit.
If I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side.
I don't want to shoot. I only have 10
Consider
bullets.
this an invitation or a warning. Alworth.
Alworth. Was it worth it? Let me work it. I'm sorry, hello? What are the controls? Sprint, jump, crouch, crouch. Okay. Bro, I don't like that you tell me to quick save. I will say though, I do still have quick save mapped to my one of the extra buttons on my mouse, because when I used to play Baldur's Gate, I'd quick save like a motherfucker. Okay, let's get a move on. May Duva. Oh my. Wait, what? Oh, wearing modern clothing. This must be. Oh, yeah. It's okay. The whole thing is about them being bathed in gold.
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, she'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. And here there are only two options. Death, and that godforsaken doorway into the past.
What?
The mistake of stepping through it. In order to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now. And find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
I honestly don't know. I don't think that it's a mechanic to switch the filter. The reason why I don't think it is because the game has a photo mode. Like, when games have photo modes, that doesn't surprise me that something like that would be put in there. So is this the doorway to the past? Because I swear to God, this game has time travel elements. See objective markers. Okay. Ooh, pomegranates. A circular portal and two women. If they're pomegranates, that ties to Persephone. Oh, yeah, look at that. We went back in time.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the town of Persephone?
Oh, yeah, Persephone. So here's the thing. Salve should be pronounced with a little less V. It should be more like a W. At least that's how I was taught in Latin. I'm Kelf, and I got lost.
Is that right? Well, just make sure you don't get lost in any other sacred places you're not supposed to be. Can't have you disrespecting the gods by accident.
Yeah.
Can we now? But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So let me make this.
How's it like when you actually? Yeah, that's true.
Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine.
Your laws?
Laws? Law. There's just one, the golden rule. And the punishment for breaking, it's kind of... But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him. So then,
All right.
when I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here. But, as you can see, we've got a nice little community now. Only 23 of us at the moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your handsome new friend, Galerius?
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking him to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps vote him out today...
What's up with her foot?
My bar for
Her
free
foot's
tonight.
her one foot's like glitching out.
Politics. I'd stay clear of it and her if I were you. She's... it's not my place to say.
Oh god, I think the game just loaded something.
Down on your right is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and... wheat. Huh. That one usually gets a chuckle.
Jesus, this game is lagging hardcore. Jesus Christ, there we go.
Wander without flesh or bone.
Don't mind Livia. She means
Don't say anything, don't hurt
well.
anybody,
She's just been in a
don't.
bad place since... Well, you know, I don't know what happened to her. Up here on your right is the chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the forum, where you can visit the market or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo. Most of us have almost nothing, just what we had on us when we
Hold
arrived.
on.
and what
I can
we
quick
were able to
save,
drink
right?
and
Yeah, I
scrounge up
can.
since.
F5,
This
baby.
central
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
What?
After everything we've built,
What?
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you would do? I don't think so.
Yeah, Larry, you're the one offered to take me to Sentis about the golden roll.
I guess, how much did I drink last night? Oh, and since you seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device I made. Worked real hard on it.
What?
And if it doesn't work, worst thing that... But don't worry. All right.
I'm sorry. What? Oh my god, I only have 8 bullets left. Oh my god, where's the horny lady?
Light. Did you steal it from the gods?
I did.
You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of water.
I did. I want to show you another gift of the gods. Alright. What the fuck? Can I kill him again? Yes, I absolutely can. Holy shit. That was crazy. Oh my god. So here's the thing. There's a part of me right now that's like that was like so pertinent because I just watched the movie The Edge of Tomorrow, where when the main character dies, where Tom Cruise dies, he restarts the day. And he remembers everything that happened, but nobody else does. That's what that reminded me of. Holy shit, that was cool. I am invested. All right. So, okay. So, all right. For one, I mean, graphics can, there's other little to be said about the graphics. I did not care for the lag spike. Now, granted, I am streaming and I don't have my computer at this point is 4 or 5 years old. So it is getting pretty up there in its age. But I have a decent system where that lag spike should not have hit as bad. Normally if my stream lags, I'm still seeing it running smooth. That game was choppy as shit at that one point, but I'm not gonna hold it to that But I will say, like, graphics wise, the game looked great. Story wise, I am flabbergasted and I want to play more. This to me, I don't know what else to say, but like, this is the kind of game that, like, it now makes sense why there's 124 viewers on Twitch and that 5,500 people follow this game. This is the kind of game that is like, is going to be hours long, and, you know, is so many different routes that you can take. Shit. The game is described as a narrative-driven time loop adventure in ancient Rome. Discover the ruins of an ancient underground city, travel 2,000 years into the past, and unravel the mystery of who destroyed it by cleverly exploiting the power to wind back time. The fate of the city is in your hands. Phew. Okay. Yeah, 3 for 3 hat trick. I'll tell you what. There's a part of me that thinks that is the case. Bit of Assassin's Creed with the odd time thing. I mean, it's definitely, it's taking place in ancient Rome, which, you know, one of the Assassin's Creed did take place during that time. Who destroyed it? It was clearly Kelf fucking around with a gun. I didn't even know what I was doing. I just pulled a trigger and and everything went to shit. Oh man. Okay, so where am I putting this? This game, I have to talk myself through this one, because the game clearly is not getting 15 minutes was enough. It's not. I want to play more of this. My question comes in mind, am I going to play this for 15 hours? See, like before, if I had a category called, like, I'll play it for another hour or so, this is 100% where this would land. I don't know if this is a game that I could play for 15 hours. Depending on how it plays out, it might. I definitely, like, it clearly passes the mark of 15 more minutes. It clearly passes the mark. 1.5 hours more, yeah. If I made a new category, I'd have to do it after episode 100. It'd have to be a new tier list. Or I'd have to retroactively go back and readjust every single game that was ever on my list to make them all the same. No, I have to hold myself to my standard. 15 hours, please, is for a game that if I could play it for 15 hours, I would. And that a game that has given me enough draw to make me want to play it for 15 hours is there. And if that's the case, there is enough interest in me to want to play this for 15 hours to see how much of the game there is. I do not just, here's the thing, I don't just want to play this for another 15 more minutes. Like, yeah, this would be a, you know, like 1.5 hours kind of a thing. But there is enough in me that I'm saying that I want to give this a couple hours. Like, I want to give this a couple hours. This exists in a space between here. You know, if we had an imaginary space, that's where this would be. But for right now, I feel comfortable giving it 15 hours, please. I wasn't expecting it. And you know what? It might be that I'm in a good mood. It might be the fact that Aces and Adventures and Foretales put me in a positive spin on this episode. And the Forgotten City is riding those coattails, you know. But for what it's worth, 3 really great games that, you know, that got there. So you know what? Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say they all deserve 15 hours, please, tonight. I mean, these are some great games, and I wasn't expecting them to be that. So, yeah. Just as a quick recap, we played, is this the first or second? Hold on, let me see. Blah, 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 blah. You know what? Actually, let me pull up my spreadsheet. I haven't updated the spreadsheet in a couple episodes, but let me see. I know we have. I want to say we have had this happen. Yes, episode 58. Yeah, let me see here. Episode 58 was Kill the Crows, Pathfinder, Gallowspire Survivors, and Sir Whoopass. That was an episode where all 3 of the games got 15 hours, please. And in fact, that was the only time that ever happened, was episode 58. Yeah. Thought it happened with the Curve games. It did not happen with the Curve games. I'm trying to think of what some of those Curve games were. Here we go. When ski lifts go wrong, hot shot racing. No, there definitely was a decent amount of them. The only other time that we've had 3 15-hour please games back to back, other than episode 58, was between episode 55 and 56, when we had Patch Quest, From Space, and Forgive Me, Father, which, just saying, Forgive Me, Father 2 is going to be coming up in an episode, because I now have I bought Forgive Me, Father 2, so that will be coming up in an episode soon enough. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to update this spreadsheet, because I haven't updated it since episode 76. But yeah, so damn. Just as a recap, tonight we played Aces and Adventures, Foretales, and the Forgotten City, with each one of them getting 15 hours, please. And you know what? It's funny. I started this episode out saying, like, you know, we haven't had any 15-hour please games, but we hit the jackpot tonight, and I'm really surprised. Really happy, but really surprised. But yeah, all right. Well, hey, who knows? Maybe next week we can keep that motivation going. We can keep, you know, those great games a-flowing. And if that's the case, I'm gonna love it even more, because next week, as a sneak peek, we'll be playing an all Nickelodeon themed episode where we will be playing Paw Patrol World, SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, and Bluey the video game. Remember last week when I played Harmony's Odyssey and New Super Lucky's Tale, and I said about how, you know, those were the kind of games that I would introduce to my daughter, you know, to my kid when, you know, she's getting into video games. Well, I figured, why not play some games geared more towards kids so that when, you know, when she's getting older and she's watching Paw Patrol and SpongeBob and Bluey, we'll have some games to play together. So next week, we will be playing these wonderful games, which are all available on Xbox Game Pass. That's where I'll be playing them from. So if you have Game Pass, you can play them now in order to test them out yourself before that episode. So yeah, definitely join us next week, episode 87, the special Nickelodeon themed episode. But that's going to do it for that tonight. Now, we do still have to do the giveaway and see what game we are giving away this week. Let me see. What do we have? I've also heard really good things about the Bluey game. Yeah, I definitely have heard really good things about the Bluey game. So that means it gets 5 more minutes. Oh, I see what you're referring to. All right, so let's see who the winner of the giveaway is. The winner of Life is Strange is Glenn. Congratulations, Glenn. You are the winner of Life is Strange True Colors. Congratulations. You will be getting that message there in a second. There you go, buddy. Congratulations, Glenn. Now, to show the game that we will be giving away this week, I will preface it by saying, if you are into Pokemon, you will probably be up for this, because the game that we will be giving away is Coromon. So if you like Pokemon and you like, you know, JRPGs and, you know, looking for something just to play, then you can enter for a chance to win a copy of Coromon. I will say it is definitely a Pokemon clone, but I've actually heard good things about it, where like, yeah, there's like different elements that you can associate with different monsters. But yeah, truth be told, I mean, Pokemon clone. But yeah, so if you are interested in Pokemon games, you just like JRPGs, enter for a chance to win. Trust me, It's not a game that I will play. I'm not huge. I love Pokemon, don't get me wrong. Just, I don't care much to play for them. They take too long for me. But if Coromon interests you, head over to the Discord right now. You can join the giveaway. That will be up there for a week for you guys to jump at. I think that's going to be it for me tonight. It is 5 after 12, and I got to be up early for work tomorrow. Plus, I got to still take out the trash. So, thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I really appreciate it. Tonight, we had amazing games. Foretales, Aces, and the Forgotten City. I cannot wait to get back to those. Really looking forward to that. So, thank you for joining me. Thank you for spending your lovely Thursday evening here at Kel's Corner. I always appreciate it whenever you guys decide to hang out with me and try some new video games. So join me next week when we try out these awesome Nickelodeon games as we see what games I will be presenting to my child as she gets older. I also I don't want to put a definite on there, but Friday I might also be doing a stream after work. So yeah, tomorrow I might be doing a stream after work. I'm thinking about finishing up the Lego set, the D&D Lego set. Plus, I have so many things I want to talk about D&D wise. It's not even funny. Just tonight, I got in the mail another small book. Oh, there we go. Called The Prayers, Prayers, P-R-A-Y-E-R-S, The Prayers Handbook, The Metadomain Cleric, a fourth wall bending cleric subclass for D&D with abilities that literally state, like, at 8th level, you learn your player's name and may invoke it to increase the power of your magic. There's a whole book with like magic items and stuff. I recently got this really cool Game Master survival guide. I got another book that I have been digging into, which I don't have the physical one yet, but I've been digging into it so much in my in digital format. It's called A Life Well Lived. It's how I'm structuring my next big campaign, and that's another thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about the next campaign I'm going to be running for the guys who are in the Rhyme campaign. So maybe tomorrow. I promised one of the players from that group that we would make their character tomorrow. So there's a lot going on and might be going live. So yeah, join me maybe tomorrow, and we'll probably be at least building some Legos. So you're running Rhyme now? Oh boy. Oh, Hawketh. I wish you the best, my friend. I wish you the best. All I can say is keep up the pace with it. I found that it can drag on, especially if the players get involved in all the things that there are. Ooh, that was where it caught me. You know, there's so many other things that my players didn't even know what the main story was anymore, and I don't blame them, because I forgot at points too. I had to remind myself. I think it's about backgrounds. Yes, A Life Well Lived. Yeah, hold on. Ba-boom. Yeah, A Life Well Lived. I'm not gonna pull it up on stream here. Find the guy with blue eyes. Yeah, that's the first quest. Finding the guy with blue eyes is literally the introduction quest, and is supposed to just be the thing that gets the players from town to town. That's all that is. That's the introduction quest. But yeah, the book A Life Well Lived, like I said, I'm not gonna I introduced them to him, and I'm not using him that well, or I'm not using him that way. Yeah, I didn't do him too well. But the problem with my group was that they found out about him, but then they got some side quests along the way, and then when they eventually found him, they were like, "Oh, this is the guy we were meant to kill." But yeah, no, the book A Life Well Lived, it is about making a background, but it's more about making a character. That's the thing about it. It's not just oh, there it is. Well, there's the whole page. Yeah. It's not just about making a backstory or background. It is about making a character. Literally, it starts you out choosing your lineage or rolling for it. And then you go in and you choose like your temperament, where you raised by people of your lineage, were you raised, in poverty or wealth, were you raised, with discipline, or were you allowed more freedom? How big was your family? And that's the thing. This book, I think, is going to go great with the Game Master's Guide to Explosive Creation. I think it is going to be really good with that, because this helps flesh out a lot of stuff that gets your character started. This book literally takes away the fact that like dwarves get a bonus to strength and con, and says, okay, we're taking out that. If you're born under the sign of the Gorgon, you get a +1 to con. And if you grew up in the forest in jungles and were educated as a naturalist, you get a +1 to intelligence. If somebody close to you was ill and you learned about nursing to take care of them, you gain proficiency with medicine. Like this literally builds you a character that you get to like either roll for or pick the stuff that happened to them in their life. And then once you get to the end, then it hands it off to the DM to say, okay, what is the story? Like, what is the goals of this character? And then going with the compendium of saying, okay, this is their background. This is how they were raised. So this determines what their background is, whether they were a blacksmith, whether they were, a caravan guard, whether they were just a common criminal. Now we can take the compendium and we can start piecing together story elements. Now we can build a campaign, and that's what the next campaign I'm running is really going to be. It's going to be different than anything I've ran before. A Life Well Lived also has some really cool stuff that players can do during downtime. And that's also another big thing that I want them to have the opportunity to do, because there's literally stuff that they can do during long rests, where it's like minor things, depending on where you are. And then I'm going to be introducing an element in that campaign called great rests, where players have to spend 3 days of rest in order to not face exhaustion. Because one of the things I want to get away from in my campaigns is players who are constantly players who are constantly mission, you know, like there's no way in hell an adventurer who is out there walking 24 miles a day is going to be able to do it for 10 days in a row. It's not it's not necessarily gritty. I'm definitely not doing gritty realism, but essentially great rests just stack upon long rests. Okay. So if you think about it, a long rest is just a period of it's 1/4 of gritty realism light. So if you think about it, in an adventuring day, 24 hours, you have to spend 1/4 of that resting. Okay, that's your 8 hours of a long rest. Now, a great rest is if you look at your adventuring week, 1/4 of that, technically 1/3 in this case, 3 days, has to be rest. Okay, so this means that the party can go out, they can adventure, for a couple days, and then they can come back and they can rest for 3 days. Okay, and in that time, during those 3 days, they will be able to partake in some of these downtime activities. 3 in total or 3 in a row. So that depends on the players, okay? Because the way it's gonna work is if they're taking 3 days in a row, they don't have to make any kind of saving throw to avoid exhaustion, okay? So if they go out and adventure for 7 days and then rest for 3, then that completely alleviates them of facing exhaustion at the end of the week, okay? But if they, like, say, adventure for 2 days and then rest, and then adventure for another 2 days and then rest, and then adventure for another 3 days and then rest, on that 3rd day, they will have to roll a Constitution saving throw. And that's going to determine whether or not, they've had enough rest. I mean, the DC is going to be low. It's not going to be anything groundbreaking or nothing or punishing, but it is just because I don't mind if they break it up. Okay. It is just that within an adventuring week, you need to have at least 3 full days, 30 or 72 hours where you're not adventuring, where you're, doing some kind of downtime activity, or at least you're doing something extremely minor. Okay. So for example, in these downtime activities, there's literally one that says adventure. Some adventurers struggle to settle down, preferring to keep active and in tip-top shape while they wait for their next, call on a grand quest. And then, you roll to see what happens. So something like that, if somebody in the party wants to do that while the rest of the party is doing other things like, alchemical studies, arcane experiments, building a reputation, bonding with a companion, working construction, enterprising. There's literally one in here. Yeah. Growing a business, establishing a trade route, and granted, not all of these things can be done with 1 day. Okay. You can't really establish a trade route with 1 day. There are some of these that are extended checks that you have to make, where you have to make like, let me see here. Where's one of them? Oh yeah, here it is. An extended test. You have to make multiple tests. So obviously that can't be done in a day. That might take 2 weeks to do. But some of them can be done, over the course of a couple days. a lot like those homesteads or whatever type things work. Yeah, this book actually has those. This book actually has a whole section, past allies and rivals. Here it is, a place to call home. Right here, super simple, base size. A dwelling attached to another building, roughly 1,000 square feet. You get 2 rooms, and it costs 750 gold, and it costs 20 gold a week to keep up. And this could be temporary living quarters or the basement of a tavern. Each room is roughly like 20 by 20. That's what one of the pieces says here. Yeah, each room is roughly 20 by 20 or 400 square feet. So like this first one would be 2 rooms. This next one would be like, 1 floor of a building with 6 rooms, or even just like a small house with 3 rooms on each floor. The thing is, the players, in my next campaign, my players will be building a guild hall. That's like kind of their main thing. So they are going to be given a space where, something like this 2-story thing is available, and they're gonna have to build it up. It's gonna be in complete disrepair. The players are gonna have to literally build it. They will need to go out and get stone and lumber, which means that they're gonna have to make trade agreements and negotiate with the miners up in the mountains, which are the dwarves, and maybe the dwarves need them to do something in order to make that agreement. Who knows what the dwarves need. They're not just going to be able to go into the forest necessarily and start chopping down a ton of trees. I don't think the elves that live near there are going to take too kindly to that. So they might have to work with them to come up with some kind of an agreement to allow them to get those trees. This has a lot of stuff. It also has additions that players can put onto their buildings. Armories, bars, different bedrooms, dressing rooms, a greenhouse. Each one has a cost, and each one has a thing that it can do. So for example, if you build the mage tower for 600 gold, you double your proficiency on intelligence chests while in the mage tower. So if you're really focusing on, mastering spells or making potions or something, you might want a mage tower to do that. Or you can have a map room. If you're wanting to map out the area and you're using calligrapher's tools, this is a place where you can have a bonus. Aaron's character, for example, he is playing, his character is a blacksmith. So having a smithy is probably going to be something that he will want right off the bat. But that means that he'll need to have a storage room containing 1 ore resource. I don't actually know where storage rooms are in this list. Oh, there it is. I'm looking right next to it. Yeah, all storage room come with a reinforced iron door equipped with a lock. If you aren't using it to store treasure, it can hold 1 or more resources from an alchemy list, alcohol, food, minerals, or ore. So he could want to build a smithy, and so he needs 2 rooms. It's total of 900 gold, but while he's in it, he has double his proficiency when doing things in there, an advantage on crafting ammunition and stuff. Yeah, like so many cool things in this book. It also has, random quests that can happen. I've been using this to flesh out their patron, because their patron is going to be a guild leader, which is right there on the left, literally just like perfectly set up for me, and how they work. And I've this book has been phenomenal to have. And I've been using this to help me design a lot of my campaign, and at least the information before it. There's still a lot to do. I still have to make, oh shit, I didn't even know that this had the Campcraft index. That'll be really nice when the guys and I go to play this. Oh my god. Is my name in here? Is it? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Rukish Paransky. Oh, look at that. Character sheets. Oh, that's right. That's right. This even had character sheets for when you were designing your character and your rooms and stuff. That is right. Ugh. All right. Oofa. Man. Okay. But yeah, I think I'll talk more about this whenever I do my next D&D and chill. Like I said, this is a little outro here. These last 20 minutes of some D&D and chill stuff. So, yeah. If you are interested in this book, join my Discord. You know, you can always find these books in the archives. Pretty much any book that I have digitally ends up in the D&D books. So if you are curious and you want to see them, you can always head over there. So but yeah, thanks everybody for joining me. I'll probably see you tomorrow. I want to do tomorrow's stream, so I'm gonna push to do that one. So thanks for joining me. Really appreciate it. And I will see you guys later. Good night.